So guys, welcome to this new channel, MSFT, where it's been dedicated to only raw talks about sports, the whole of sports, any aspect of sport, majorly focusing on football, tennis, and maybe sometimes we might add basketball. And then now we open this channel with the review of the match Premier League final run. Premier League final run. That is a great match that had occurred today between all Premier League kicked off at the same time, which is 4 p.m. But our major focus will actually be on those running on the Champions League race, the last ticket, final tickets for the Champions League, which are which club? We know how the clubs uh, we have Chelsea, we have the likes of Man City, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, and then Fulham. And rather, Aston Villa rather, not Fulham, Aston Villa. So that's five. One, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Man City, Chelsea, and the last one. So let's dive into today's talk. Let's see. Okay, first of all, look at Newcastle match. Newcastle against Everton. What a very horrible match for Newcastle. The white side actually went off the season with a very bad record. Well, they started well, but unfortunately for them, they didn't end well. The match that they desperately needed to win at their home was much painful to them that Everton had to go with the only goal of the season, and that goal came from none other than by Carlos at the 65th minute, and that goal actually to be his stunning win for their away side. And then also let's look at the match against Chelsea, Chelsea Nottingham Forest. The Red are at home and then facing the Blues, who came to prove themselves that indeed they are one of the big dogs in the industry. And then they came back to the industry with a stunning victory against Nottingham Forest at home. What a very bad draw for Nottingham Forest. We all know that Nottingham Forest actually started the season with so much effort, coming from relegation after a long time, being among the top five. You know, there was even a time where Nottingham Forest was actually leading at number three, and they were fortunately for them. I guess they couldn't keep up with what it takes. But Chelsea also started the season greatly, like to the extent that they were number two, just a game away or a win away from number one. And everybody were like, yes, Chelsea's in for the race, Chelsea's in for this title, Chelsea's about to win the they are focusing on Premier League. And then you see that the team on the whole, they actually said they're not in the race for the title. Why? Because they actually had a focus. And probably their focus might be entering Champions League actually, but they always say it in quotes. Even Madueke said it in quotes. What is the title? They are not after the Premier League as they had stated from the beginning of the season. And then they actually proved themselves even at the right break. You know, looking at the week 37, whereby most of them were actually like a win to buy a ticket. A win to buy a ticket. We have Newcastle, we have Chelsea, and we have Aston Villa all on the same point, 66 points, with Man City heading them with a 68 points. It was still a must win for Man City, you will see. But Chelsea went home with a stunning victory, a nice goal from Kuel, and second half, they put in a lot of their best, they put on their best to have that match to be theirs, and they defended well. I love the way we have the likes of Palmer playing in the match. You see him always there, left and right, all around the pitch. We have the likes of Cucurella also holding that defense, even at the 80th minute, that's still stunning effort he puts in. And then you also have their keeper. Their keeper actually made a couple of great saves for them. So great that we have such a keeper at the post. At that moment in time, it was so crucial for them. Now let's look at this match. A match against Aston Villa. Aston Villa going to the Red Devils' house. It was like, dude, we are coming to hell, but we are going to come out champion. Because why? They need to come back into Champions League. So actually put themselves in place and then to actually correct their mistake against PSG the last few weeks again, whereby PSG actually beats them in their home and away match. And then you can see them, they actually went there, but quite unfortunate for them. that Martinez was not so forthcoming in the match. You can see Martinez actually uh, he felt disappointed. I actually feel disappointed for him. Like so disappointed. Right at the first half, was given a red card. See nice cross body given their their forerunner at the front. Trying to defend his post, trying to defend his goal. He had to punish some foul, which was that center of the field. So bad for him. I feel he's paid right there. Moving on, you see, the Red Devil didn't actually put in their best match because I didn't expect you to still have a late win. I was expecting really keeper. Martinez is one of the best keeper in Premier League. If I should say, if I count the top five, you should actually be counting Martinez because he has done a lot for the club. And then being sent off, they have one of the winner to continue with the match for him in his absence. But still, Man United didn't have a win in that match, not until the 75th minute or 75th minute. It was so poor. But we can say all luck to Chelsea because I know at that moment Chelsea didn't know what is going on. But at that moment when you will have heard that okay, Aston Villa is down by one goal, it will be a great news to Chelsea because yeah, this is an advantage for them. And then later on, you can see everything with penalty and he proved himself as yes, I am the forerunner indeed, and I deserve to be on the score sheet. Come back from a great defeat at the Europa final last week, at the Europa final where they lost to Tottenham, very bad for them. But let's look at the champions. The champions facing against another champion too. I know Liverpool against Crystal Palace is coming up August 9th, where they're going to be running for the community shield. But let's look at the match they played today, being their final game of the season. They actually ended up in a draw. It was actually bad. I was expecting them to actually prove that come August 9, you are still going to do it again, you are going to beat it again, and then but today they actually failed to do it because Crystal Palace actually had that early lead again against them, just as same way they did against City. Just have that early lead and maintain it. It was just quite unfortunate that the champion, the stunning player, the player of the year, player of the season, who goal scorer of the season actually proved himself again against them, which is none other than Mohamed Salah. Can see Mohamed Salah actually found a way to break down that defense, just to crack the goal at the 88th minute of the match. It was actually good for them. It was actually good for them. Now let's look at Man City, four-time champion back to back, but couldn't keep up the race this season. Oliver Adebayo, that team has actually been, should I say, humble. They actually humbled them this season. And in one way, they messed Man City up. Man City has actually messed up this season. But crucial race for them, you got to sports in the Champions League next season where they actually won the match today by 2 goals to 0 against Fulham, the Fulham's house. Nice goal. You can look at the game, beautiful opener from Gondijon, Gondijon. Beautiful opener, beautiful bicycle kick. And then I felt that bicycle kick wasn't actually necessary. You didn't actually need to do that. You are just wasting your time. But the woodwork was in his favor, and then it bounced back right into the post. And a beautiful penalty from Haaland. Haaland actually proved that okay, I'm coming back to the score sheet. It's been a long time, and then he did it. But it could have been more cool if he has done that against Crystal Palace. They might actually have opportunities to win the match. You already hear Haaland in the interviews like, "Don't worry, we are bringing Europa home. That even though we can't catch up with the Premier League, Europa is ours." You couldn't catch up with that also. You lose the Europa to Crystal Palace, and then he also promised that they're going to enter Champions League, and then well, they're able to fulfill that with him sealing the goal at very last minute of the game, something minute of the game. Nice try. He actually pulled that thing. Let's look at Arsenal, the Gunners. The Gunners actually left. He left both Champions League and every race that they might actually have to run for. He left it. Arsenal in that match against Southampton, not too bad. I was actually expecting a clean sheet from Arsenal because come on, this is Southampton. Everybody just come and just. This is Southampton is like a free 3 points for everybody, apart from Man City. That's what I'm saying. Man City is actually one of they are not in their best form this season. Like, well, hopefully next season they're going to do better. But Arsenal, so they had that opening. That opening was actually wow. I was impressed seeing that ball. I was expecting something like maybe a faking or a dummy from China. Yeah, from China, but he actually pulled that by himself, all by himself, giving Arsenal the opener. And then Southampton actually found a way to level up things. But just at the last minute, the man in charge of the midfield, attacking midfielder, he actually gave them that win at the 90th minute, which was one Odegaard. Odegaard actually pulled that right into the goal post. Let's also look at who else? Who else is among the players that we might look at? We have talked of Salah, we have talked of major people. But let's look at one more person. Brighton. Brighton against Tottenham. Tottenham actually majorly this season Tottenham actually they are not in their best. Tottenham man they are not in their best but it was quite fortunate for them. They are in Europa. They followed bad league. Like why would they didn't deserve it to me to be fair. They didn't work so hard for it but you will see he focused on the Europa to win it and to find the spots in the Champions League and they actually accomplished that. And then I don't feel this is your home game, bros. This is your home game. You have to like protect it. People are told you are coming with any watch to protect be a draw. But you lost to Brighton at their home again, at their home in the White Lady. They lost to Brighton, but they at least they picked a point. Now, match we're looking forward to is actually looking at the City, uh, the Londons playing against themselves. Look at that's Chelsea. Chelsea Brighton. That's going to be a wonderful match. You know, that match is being virtually top. And look at Chelsea in this match that Chelsea actually even played against Nottingham Forest. You notice that they didn't use their normal striker, they didn't use their striker in that match. What could be the plan of Enzo? Enzo might actually be thinking that okay, let Jackson be on rest. So I'm actually fully prepared to deliver against Brighton. And I actually hope against Rebels rather. I actually hope that he's going to actually deliver in that match. So let's stay tuned and we'll see what happens there.